Welcome to Just Minding My Business Media, LLC. Broaden the scope of exposure for your business by going beyond the interview. Learn more at www.jmmbmediallc.com or email us at jmmbradio@gmail.com. Melissa Houston is a CPA, speaker, author, and is the founder of She Means Profit, a podcast and blog that teaches successful business owners how to increase their profit margins so they keep more money in their pocket and increase their net worth. Melissa is a contributor at large publications such as CEO World and Forbes and is a former contributor at Entrepreneur. Today, we will talk about her new book, Cash Confident, an entrepreneur's guide to creating a profitable business. It is a roadmap to becoming a financially savvy business owner, providing shoot from the hip advice, easy to understand definitions of financial terms, and practical step-by-step implementation of strategies. Welcome, Melissa. And did I
Thank you
get
so
your
much for
last name
having
right?
me. Yeah.
Yes, welcome. I'm telling you, you are right on time, my dear, because the financial jargon is confusing for so many businesses.
Yeah.
And it becomes frustrating. And even though you might hire a professional, you still want to understand what they're talking about.
I love that you're saying that. And that's exactly why I started She Means Profit and wrote the book, is to help entrepreneurs with the business financial literacy part of the business.
Absolutely. So we are definitely blessed to have you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. So basically, give us a little snippet of what people can look forward to in your book.
Yeah. So small to medium-sized business owners who want to know how to optimize the profit in their business will learn how to do it with the simple 5-step cash confident framework.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what is that?
Enlighten us, please.
Yes, that's such a good question, because the 5-step cash confident framework outlines what business owners need to know at a high level. I don't teach people how to be accountants. I don't teach you how to be a bookkeeper. I teach you how to interpret the financial information that you need to know to run a profitable and financially viable business. So I can go through the 5 steps if you'd like.
Yes, absolutely. Let me get my notebook.
Okay. So the first step is, believe it or not, money mindset. When I started working with entrepreneurs, I realized how important it is to have a positive money mindset, because without that, you're not going to work towards profit in your business. The second step is knowing your financial statements. The third step is creating a business financial plan for your business, which means looking at it where it is currently and planning out the following 12 months to grow and grow profitably in your business. The fourth step is to monitor your results against that plan that you've built. And then the fifth step is cash management, because cash is queen in a business. And if you run out of cash, you've got a serious problem.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Yes, the money mindset. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So important. Your money mindset, that you've heard of the Pareto effect, where it's 80% behavior, 20% skill set. That 80% behavior stems from your money mindset. And then the 20% skill set is steps 2 to 5, but it's equally as important. But if you don't have that money mindset, you're not going to be in the right frame of mind to build that profitable business. Now, when I work with business owners, I see a lot of different money mindset stories. Everybody's got a money story, and you can have a money story from as early as your earliest childhood memory. And so many of us carry these money stories with us without realizing how it impacts us negatively. And it impacts you as a business owner. And if you've got a negative relationship with money, chances are you are going to feel those effects in your business.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We can say that we want money or we need money, but if our subconscious is already programmed to have a negative attitude, you're afraid of having money, or all those other things that come into it.
Yeah.
Or you just were raised in a family where you constantly receive messages. There's not enough money. There's never going to be enough money. It's programmed in.
You
So
are
how do we
so
get rid
right.
of that?
Yeah, you're so correct.
How do you
Yeah.
help us get rid of that?
Well, you have to be self-aware, right? So knowing what your money stories are and being able to identify them will help you work through those issues. And then it's like breaking any bad habit. So you've got that habit, you've got your trigger, whatever triggers you to behave in that way, and then being able to identify it and correct that behavior with new positive behavior replacing it.
Mm.
Wow.
I think that that's one of the most difficult things for people to overcome. Really,
Money is very emotional.
it's
Yes,
very
it is.
emotional. They have a lot of baggage,
Yeah,
and you can
completely
have the
agree.
best plan. You can know what you want. You can have it all planned out, and even have all the things that you need. You may have a boatload of money that's come to you through a grant or loan, whatever. But if you have a bad money mindset, it's not
That
going
money's
to.
gone.
The money is gone. It's history.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of it is our old tape. So if you've been in a if you grew up in a household where money was always scarce, maybe there was a lot of debt, maybe there was a lot of stress around money, then chances are you carry that story with you into your adult life. And if you don't realize that you're carrying it, or you do realize it, but you don't take the steps to correct it, you'll never get out of that cycle.
So that's really the most important piece in
Absolutely.
this puzzle. Now, I'd like to know, do you help people to reframe that money mindset?
I do. I actually have a course that is the Cash Confident Mindset course. And it helps people because it's a large workbook. There's 100 pages in the workbook, and there's video content, and it works through meaningful questions that you need to ask yourself. And it's a lot of internal work, right? So getting to because like I said, everybody's got a different money story, and getting to the root of your money story is the most important part. Self-awareness, being aware that you're carrying this story, being able to identify triggers around it and changing that behavior is key.
Yeah. Yes, because I've gone to seminars where, you know, the talk was a millionaire mindset, you know, having a millionaire mindset and what that entails. And, you know, one of the things that came out, do you believe you're worth $1 million? Because a lot of times we don't even believe we worth $1 million.
Exactly.
But we're just going with, we're in that moment in these different environments, but deep down, we don't believe that.
Yeah. It all ties back to self-worth.
Yes.
And one of the common reactions I get, especially from women entrepreneurs when I work with them, I ask them, how much money do you want to make in your business? And the common answer I get is, well, I only need to make as much as I need to survive.
Mm.
And then I challenge that. Why
Yeah.
would you limit yourself there? Why can you not make more money than that? Money doesn't bring happiness, but money opens the door to opportunities.
Yes.
And there's a lot of experiences and opportunities that can add to your life experience and your life fulfillment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
I'm a huge believer in getting more wealth in the hands of women. We need that in our
Yes,
world.
We
do.
definitely need it.
Yeah.
You know,
we
I
do.
so agree with Ida, because so many people spend money to go to these seminars, and they do get all this rhetoric about how much money you can make and, you know, getting your dreams fulfilled. But if you don't believe that you're worth it or that you deserve it, they can talk until the cows come home. It's not working. And I think that's the frustration that even I myself have felt recently. It's like I see all these opportunities come up. about, whatever, making money, or, I'm going to show you how to make da da da. And it's just annoying at this point,
Okay.
because I've done that. I know what it is. It's not about them, it's about me.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a lot of people who are doing all these things recognize that. So they know a lot of people are going to show up because they think that somehow this seminar is going to give them that millionaire mindset.
That it's going to be easy.
Yes, it is. We already know it is not easy.
It is not
Yes.
easy.
Break
You gotta do, you gotta do the work.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the key. It's the work.
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to, just wanting a business. Is it your business something that you just want? But do you have is it something that you need because it's a part of you? And are you willing to do the work to overcome any obstacles that you may have, your personal stuff
Yeah.
that keeps you from being successful?
And I love that you said that, because it's not just enough to want a business. It's not just enough to have a great idea for a business.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be able to build a profitable business so that you will be in business for the long term.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wow. So if people want to get the book, how do they get the book?
It is sold in bookstores and on Amazon. Amazon.com is a great place to order it. We can leave a link, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely put that link up. And if people want to work with you, how do they do so?
Yeah, you can find me at shemeansprofit.com. And when you go to the offers tab, there is a whole list of courses that you can take from me, or an application to work with me one-on-one.
Yeah, I like the title. She means business.
Yeah, she means profit. She wants
she
money.
means profit. Show me the money.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was reading through your information, and that's what came to me, is that this is a woman who is sincerely interested in seeing women get over the hurdle.
Yeah.
Because women have started more businesses probably in the last decade than anybody else. I mean, than men.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And yet we're not making the profit. And
That's it. That's
we're in the grind. We're in the grind and don't quit kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And we can't figure why we can't make the money. Why can't we create the profit that we know our businesses can create? And again, even for myself, it's that recent revelation. It's not about business at all. Business is an entity that I created. It's me.
Yeah.
And what do I have to do to change so that the business can be profitable? And it's a hard thing to admit, because we can get so caught up in the glow of ownership.
Yep.
That
in sales. There's a common misconception out there that sales is all the money that you're bringing in for yourself. And sales does not equal profit. There's a big difference. You can have, and I have seen this, I've witnessed it through the 2 decades of my CPA career, where you have sales coming in, you can have multi-million-dollar sales numbers and still go bankrupt, because if you're not managing your finances in your business will run out of cash, and that's it.
It's interesting you brought that up. I'm sorry if I'm talking loud. Please tell me to be quiet. I tend to get busy. But it's interesting. I was thinking about that situation with a company I worked with years ago. And it was a very small business. Mm-hmm. And I actually watched them run themselves out of business. They ran themselves out of business. They literally nickel and dimed themselves out of business. And I had a little background in retail operating, so I tried to help them, but they couldn't hear it. It's like sometimes people get deaf when you try to actually assist them with real information.
Yeah, exactly.
And
unfortunately, it happens often. 82% of businesses fail due to financial mismanagement. And you can prevent that by learning the business financial literacy. You have to invest the time, but it doesn't take as long as people think it's going to take.
It's just throwing
Oh.
yourself in there and
Yeah.
getting and learning. So, like financial documents, balance sheets, and all of these different types of documents, a lot of people don't do them, especially startup businesses, very small businesses, because they don't understand them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're in a place where you can't afford a CPA. We all know things come in time.
Yep. Yep.
Everything doesn't come all at once. So, what kind of recommendations can you give to somebody that wants to understand the financial balance sheet? What is all this stuff? How do I use this?
Yeah. I always recommend, if you can't afford the one-on-one or accountant fees, go to my courses. They're priced achievably for businesses who don't have a lot of cash to spare. You want to learn your financial statements? Go to the step 2 of the financial or the cash confidence framework. And there's a course there, and it's inexpensive, and you can take that course and take all the information you get from it and go away and apply it to your business. I have broken out each step into, you can either buy it as a bundle, or you can buy them individually. And each step is priced reasonably. You go through them, you take your time, you learn them, and you apply them to your business.
Wow, you are passionate.
Yeah, I am passionate. I am passionate. I have seen so many great business owners not succeed, and they were just missing that final piece. And I don't blame business owners for not having that business financial literacy, because it's not accessible. It's not out there. We can Google anything but personal finance and come up with a ton of Google search results. But when it comes to business financial literacy, there's not enough information out there. So I have, that's why I put out content consistently on She Means Profit, the blog. Tons of information. There's courses. There's everything available that you need. You just have to make the step to want to learn it.
So I've got a question for you. It's all in the same line. Your courses, we don't know, so we need to get the information. You provide courses. But if you were going to try in a nutshell to tell someone how to think about money in your business, what would you tell us, our listening audience? How are we to think about the money in our business?
The biggest piece of advice I usually give is try to separate the emotion from the money. Money is a tool to get what you need. But so many of us, I'm guilty as well, we get tied up in the emotion of it, and it comes down to our self-worth. And going back to the money mindset talk that we were having, is you need to check in regularly with your money mindset as well. It's not set it, forget it, it's done. It's a muscle, and you need to exercise that muscle. So make sure that you're checking in. You've got a good relationship with money, and you're treating money like a tool, not like something that defines your worth.
Absolutely. I love it.
That's so important. I love that too, because basically our society, if you watch television and you watch commercials, they tell you that you are defined by what you do or don't have.
Yes. Yes,
and
they
we
do,
buy
which is why we have the highest rate of consumer debt. And it's not getting any better. There's tons of financial information out there. It's not getting any better because people aren't realizing that it's tying into our emotions. Our emotions are putting us in debt.
Yes. But sometimes I'm able to watch commercials and pull out of them, pull back and just watch them. And it's like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
marketing.
Oh my God. Tons of it.
Yeah.
They just tell us to spend. And if you don't have it, there's something wrong with you. And the newest caveat is you can get the big name, I'm talking about women now, the big name brands through these really off the wall companies. And women are falling for it.
Yeah.
Because they want to
Yeah.
wear somebody's name on their behind. I don't get it, but
Yeah.
But it all goes back to what we started off talking about.
Mhm.
Your relationship with money, your
Yeah.
relationship with yourself, your self-worth. Because a lot of people feel like they have to wear name brand this and name brand that, because deep down inside, they're not feeling worthy.
Yeah. And this is why the marketing scheme, these big luxury brands give for free their stuff to stars and celebrities who are going to see photographed wearing this stuff. And they're targeting people like us who can't afford to buy these products, and wear them regularly. It's all a cycle.
Yeah.
Right. They prey on our low feelings of self-worth or self-esteem, the whole bit. It's all marketing just to get the money from us.
Right. And they understand the emotions behind
Exactly.
finance. They understand
Exactly.
it very well.
Yeah.
That's why they do what they do. That's why.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
That's why we have to people like us have to continue educating people and letting them know that they're being duped. People, especially women, we have the control. We're the ones
Yes.
with the pocketbooks. We're the ones spending money. We have the control to say no.
Yes.
And we have
Yes.
to learn how to do that. No is a complete answer. But we have
Yes.
to learn how to execute that. And I know I was talking to a friend about this. When we're young, little babies, we know how to say no. We say no all the time, much to the annoyance of our parents and everybody else. And then they teach it out of us.
Yeah, it's so true.
That it's dangerous to say no.
Yeah.
Especially little girls, it's dangerous to say no.
You have to please everybody.
You have to please everyone. And so we have this principle that's, again, it's that story. It's part of our story.
Yeah.
We don't know how to say no when it is important for our well-being. And I just love this topic because
I do
we
too.
said we all have money stories and we don't talk about it. We don't
Yeah.
talk about them. We'll talk about death and taxes before we talk about money.
And it has to do with shame. People, if
Mhm.
they're not in a place where they believe they should be, then they feel some type of shame behind it.
Yeah.
Not knowing. I mean, if we look at the news today, look at our country. They can't even balance the budget. And I often wonder, I can't spend a dime unless I got the money.
Yeah.
And then I have to budget it out. Okay, if I buy this, am I going to be able to pay my mortgage, my car payment, and all of my other bills? So I'm sitting down writing and subtracting, and I mean, just simple math. This is what I'm getting. This is what I got to give out. Can I afford to get this? But
Yeah.
we can't even balance the budget every year. It's like we running out of money. So where's the checks and balances?
Ah.
That's a question for your government.
Well,
I often think about that. I'm like, God, if I ran my house like that, we'd be sitting outside.
true enough.
Yeah.
True enough.
Yeah,
Well,
it's very
Melissa,
true.
this has been great. Again, the name of the book and how do people get it?
Yeah, so the name is Cash Confident, and you can get the book on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, Target, wherever your books are sold. But if you want to go online, we'll drop the link to Amazon and you can order a copy of the book and get your business profitable.
Yes. And how do people get all of the goodies that you have to help them to really dig deep into the money?
Yes, go to shemeansprofit.com/offers. And there's a plethora of information there on how you can work with me either virtually or one-on-one.
Yes, we're definitely going to have to have you come back because
Yes.
this has been a great conversation and you are definitely passionate. We can feel it.
Thank you.
About helping women to really profit because
Yeah.
we know how to make money. We definitely know how to do that. But now we need to understand how to be profitable,
Yeah.
really profitable.
And then the best part is when you're profitable, you can get that money working for you to make more money.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Money makes money.
Yep.
And when you
Absolutely.
come back, one of the questions I would like to have you tackle is how to beat CEO imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? I have a short answer to that one.
Okay.
Get to know your business numbers. When you know your business numbers, you know your business intimately.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll understand how your business makes profit. You'll understand what works in your business, what doesn't work in your business, what you should keep doing. Your numbers are telling you a story, and all you have to do is listen.
Righty now.
All righty. All right, Melissa. This has been great. Thank you so much for all that you do. We would love to have you come back because I think women need to hear this often
Yes.
because, we need to get that in our DNA. So
Yes.
that way we are rocking and rolling like the big boys.
Exactly. Exactly. And thank you so much for having me. It's been such a fun conversation. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Likewise. Very much so.